Hi, I'm Stuart and welcome to SIRENNET Television. It's of course part of the breakfast show with the threesome handsome duo. These are the duo, I'm not really that handsome. This is
Tanya.
And this is
Chris.
I love confusing them at this hour of the morning. We have a great product in from SoundOff. It in fact is part of the nFORCE family, and I'm very happy to announce that the folks over at SoundOff are finally coming up with a particular product name to the particular product in question. So Tanya, what is the full SoundOff part number?
That is the ENFFTSSMS9. Quite a mouthful.
It is indeed. Otherwise known as?
The nFORCE Fit.
Great. This here is the larger version. It's not a Fit, by the way. It is an nFORCE surface mount light. It has a part number as long as supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, but we've been through that before, and I'm sure that the folks at SoundOff are going, Stuart, shut up! So basically, this is the larger version, and what Tanya and Chris are going to be showing us this morning is the smaller version, and it's a really nice light, so take it away.
Thank you, Stuart. The Fit shrunk down version of the nFORCE light fixture that we've seen previously. It's put together with 3 diodes of each color, and this actually happens to be a tricolor fixture. So 3 diodes of each color, total of 9, so a wonderful intensity for all 3 of the colors. And Tanya, remind me, what do we have this available in as far as color configurations?
We have it available in blue, red, and white, and blue, red, and amber.
Perfect. So no matter what the application, if it's going on the side, going on the front, going on the back, either 2 of those colors would work absolutely wonderfully. Neat thing with this product, nice and compact, as you can see, for the exterior mount that you're going to see this most commonly used in. Somebody somewhere may find a neat little application for it on the inside of the vehicle, but primarily exterior use is where we're going to see this little guy used. It's really unique in that it uses the patented Nexus Technology that SoundOff introduced in the nFORCE. And what that technology does is it is actually taking the diodes and scooping them through a optic on the front and then a curved reflective bezel inside of the light head. So the diodes, rather than being mounted on the back of the board and firing outward, they're actually going to be firing from the bottom upward through the curved reflector, filling and maximizing the output of the optics that you see here. So really nicely done by our friends at SoundOff. Something to keep in mind when you are putting these on your application is the orientation of the light head. It does have a specific top and a specific bottom. On the bottom here, there's a Gore-Tex breather that SoundOff has put on here to help with the longevity and the exterior conditions that this is going to see on your emergency service vehicles.
So again, the light itself can be mounted either interior or exterior. And yeah, you could put it on the back deck of a vehicle or possibly on the side rear panel of an SUV or a larger size vehicle if you want to do so. The light itself definitely is half the size of the larger light, so that's something worth noting. Full tech specs, of course, are going to be available on the website.
Indeed. There are a lot of technical details related to the SoundOff Fit. It's a really, really versatile product in that you can not only go through and just simply set flash patterns for warning needs. You can also set it for a illumination mode. So if you happen to have the blue, red, and white, you can use it as an auxiliary takedown, alley light, backup light as needed. Another neat little function that you can do with this is through a separate trigger wire is you can have a secondary warning mode. So if you're thinking about using the blue, red, amber, for example, you can run all 3 colors when you're responding as needed. When you arrive on scene, if you wanted to shut down the blue, the red, just run amber. You could go ahead, set the secondary mode, and do that with this light head. So really, really versatile. Or if you're thinking for some of our clients' volunteers, the other day you were telling me that some of them move from this position to this position in their department. With that, their lighting colors can go ahead and change. So if you're thinking about doing lights for your POV, wanting to get something that you're not going to have to take off and replace later on, the Fit light would be absolutely wonderful. You can mount it up, start it as one color, Through the mode setting, you can go in and expand it in the future to a different color or grouping of colors. So really with the modes, the flash patterns, there's a total of 12 for the patterns. And for modes, quite a different amount that you can take a look at. You can set the steady burn intensity, you can set the options for the color flashing, what color starts first, which one ends the sequence, a lot of details. But like Stuart said,
Let's turn it on, Chris.
Alrighty. To get us started, 5 trigger wires. Ground and lead, applied to power, will go ahead, activate the warning function. So you can see, very nice and bright, happens to be the blue, red, and white version. For adjusting flash patterns, simple to do. You'll take the solid white trigger wire, momentarily tap that to a ground source, and that'll go ahead and make the adjustment through the 12 flash
Tanya,
patterns.
if you can actually hold it up for a second. So as you can see here, the spread of light is quite wide. You just rotate it a little bit to the left or to the right. Not too much this way, that way. They're the ones who need to get blinded, not me.
Come on.
And as Chris said earlier, well, he didn't say, I'm actually going to say it for him. We will actually have Chris do some tutorial on this particular product in more detail on the workbench just now, or very shortly anyway, and that will give you a better view of the respective wiring and how all of this goes together.
Indeed. But why I have it here for our friends watching the SIRENNET TV that we're doing here, trigger wire activates the white function, so quite nice for the scene light as you would need it to be, front, back, sides, however you need it. Also, if you are wanting to, you can go ahead and make an adjustment to the flash pattern mode as needed. So with that, you can take the trigger wire used to adjust flash patterns, apply it to a positive 12 volts, that'll adjust the flash pattern mode. So as you can see here, it's isolating and working just the red diodes.
We're offering essentially 2 colors on this particular product, and the reasoning being, quite frankly, is that there's obviously a very wide variety out there in a 3.0 configuration. But for practical in-inventory purposes, we're going to be offering the colors, as you mentioned earlier, which were?
Blue, red, and white, and blue, red, and amber.
So that's what we will have in stock. I'm going to let you read the full part number. Go ahead.
That part number is ENFFTSSMS9. I always get the hard job.
Exactly.
I always get the hard job.
No, we're going to get in trouble for that one. Chris, anything else to say?
It's a wonderful product. It's the SoundOff Fit, part of the nFORCE family, available from here at SIRENNET. Take a look. If it works for you for your department vehicle or for the POV, go ahead, pick them up as needed.
I'm Stuart.
I'm Tanya.
I'm Chris.
And as always, you've been watching SIRENNET Television. Many thanks for watching.